After a week plagued by rain, fog, and hail, causing multiple weather delays, it is a beautiful afternoon here on a Sunday for some Cape Cod baseball. Hey everybody, I'm Tyler Henry alongside my broadcast partner Colin Casey here at McKeon Park in Hyannis as the Hyannis Harbor Hawks will be hosting a doubleheader here against the Harwich Mariners. The Mariners looking to continue their winning ways as they will ride a 2-game winning streak into this game following a shortened game against the Wareham Gatemen that was called due to fog, and of course yesterday a 2-1 win over the Katuitt Kettleers to get back to 500. For the first time this season, the Harwich Mariners will look to go above the 500 watermark as they've been treading right around it all year long, and this is an excellent opportunity to do that as they will be facing the 0-7-1 Hyannis Harbor Hawks, still looking for their first victory of the season. They'll have an excellent chance to do that with Logan Allen out there on the hill today, who has been virtually unhittable this season. Through 11 innings and 2 starts, he still boasts a perfect ERA, including 17 strikeouts and 0 walks. And Colin, they're really going to have to rely on Logan Allen. All of the wins that Harwich has gotten this season have been relatively low scoring, but the pitching has really shown through.
Yeah, I mean, Logan Allen's been completely dominant in the 2 starts that he's had this season. Hasn't given up a run yet all year long, and he's facing a struggling Hyannis Harbor Hawks lineup. But all the pressure here is going to be on the Harwich Mariners because this Hyannis team has nothing to lose at this point. They know what it's like to keep losing games over and over at the start of the year, so they're going to be wanting to get their first win. They're going to be a lot more hungry than they have been in the past, so all the pressure in this game will be on Harwich.
Chris Gallen will lead things off here for the Harwich Mariners. We're ready for first pitch, and here it is. One will miss low and away, a fastball. Let's set the lineup for the Harwich Mariners today. Playing out in left will be Chris Gallen. He's leading things off. Then followed by center fielder Joey Weimer, DH Daniel Cabrera, third baseman Tyler Keenan, first baseman Nico Cavadas, as this pitch misses high and inside. Second baseman Cam Thompson, right fielder Mike Ludwig, catcher Mike Rothenberg, and shortstop Hal Hughes. Out there on the bump for the Hyannis Harbor Hawks, it'll be Patrick Fredrickson, as he's got a 2-0 count here on Gallen. Here comes the pitch, and that one will miss, actually just catch the corner high and inside to make it a 2-1 count.
Chris Gallen coming into this game with a 300 average on the season.
One of the hottest bats in the Harwich lineup, sat the game against Katuitt, him and Joey Weimer both, but the two of them. So full count here. Chris Gallen trying to start things off for the Mariners. Standing in from the right-handed batter's box. Here comes the pitch, and that's going to miss for ball 4. A fastball outside. Just like that, the Mariners have a runner on base with nobody out.
And there's some more of the patience that we saw last night from this Harwich Mariners lineup. They only ended up putting up 2 runs on the board, but offensively they looked a lot more composed at the plate instead of wildly swinging at every pitch they saw. They were able to take pitches and work some deep counts last night.
So that will bring up Joey Weimer, another hot bat here in the Harwich lineup, hitting .333 so far this season, and another guy that sat the game against Katuitt just a few days ago, or just yesterday, I should say. First pitch misses low and inside, and that'll make the count 1-0 here. Harwich comes out in their road blue uniforms, gray pants, red letters trimmed in white. For the Hyannis Harbor Hawks, it'll be the home whites with the pinstripes, orange letters trimmed in blue. That New York Mets look as a quick pickoff move over to first is going to get by, but not far enough for Gallen to take off. Of course, the Hyannis Harbor Hawks, formerly known as the Hyannis Mets, but having to change their name due to MLB constrictions. And Colin, we found out a few days ago, kind of looking into the history of Harwich, that they actually don't have to pay the fee like some teams because they had their name before the team in Seattle got theirs.
One of the rare instances out here on the Cape.
So Weimer still ready for the second pitch. Check his swing at a pitch well in the dirt. They're going to go down to third, and they say he did. Cabrera last summer playing for Team USA. He will not be going there again this year. The Mariners will get to hang on to him. A couple guys that will, including Logan Allen, today's starter, as this one is fouled away by Cabrera to make the count 1-1.
Cabrera in his debut went hitless, but he did score one of the 2 runs yesterday against Katuitt.
So a big time at bat. When he got it, made the most of a fielder's choice and was able to come across to score. That represented the winning run. As you mentioned, Colin, a 1-run victory. Here comes the 1-1. And that's going to just miss low and outside, make it a 2-1 count. Fredrickson's been out there on the bump a few different times this year for Hyannis. I believe this is his 3rd appearance. Here comes the pitch. Big swing and a miss. Took a little off speed there and kept it low in the zone to make it a 2-2 count. 3 1/3 innings pitched, 3 earned runs given up, 4 strikeouts to 2 walks for Patrick Fredrickson. Now trying to pitch out of a little bit of trouble here early on in this one. Cabrera digs in the 2-2, and he'll foul that one back to the screen. Count stays where it is.
Hyannis definitely trying to get back on the right track here, as they have not won a game in their first 8 contests.
Got to go back into the 2018 season to find a Hyannis victory on the score sheet. Trying to change that here, and 2 opportunities to do so. 2-2 coming. That'll be foul away again. Daniel Cabrera turning this into a lengthy at bat. And for Hyannis, 2 shorter games, doubleheaders played to 7 innings as opposed to the traditional 9 here in Cape League action. So this one getting kicked off at 3 o'clock. The following game will come 30 minutes on the heels of this one. Here comes the 2-2 once again. Breaking ball high, that'll be missed. Fouled away back to the screen, and that will just drop on the inner half there. In case you're wondering about the backstop conditions here at McKeon Park, do have a little bit of brick here, and then the netting higher up. So on a pass ball that's low, Colin, an opportunity for that to bounce back to the catcher, and that'll play interestingly into how the base running works at third base.
Yeah, there's actually some blue padding as well on the complete end of the backstop, so that might give the backstop a little more give.
Here comes the 2-2, and once again, this will be fouled away back to us. So a really good at bat here by Daniel Cabrera, the DH today. He is really making Fredrickson work for it. So the big righty will get back to work out here, still trying to put away Daniel Cabrera. Standing on deck is the ever-dangerous Tyler Keenan. Fredrickson sets, still working out of the stretch. The big righty sighs and deals, and once again, it's foul away. Daniel Cabrera has turned this into an 8-pitch at-bat so far.
Yeah, once again, the Mariners driving up the pitch count of the starting pitcher. Fredrickson really having to work to try to earn it out here.
And he's only gone 3 2/3 throughout the entire season, so you get the feeling probably not a guy they were planning on taking super deep into this one, but we'll see what the plan is here with the 2-2 count. Little shimmy from the shoulders and the pitch, and that's going to just miss above the letters, and finally the count is full here.
Not a lot of shade around here at Judy Walden Field.
It's quite the mouthful here. Here comes the payoff pitch, and that one's going to be ripped into right field, and it is going to get down. A fair ball. That'll score 2 easily, and Cabrera's going to dig. Actually, he's going to hold up at second. It'll be a stand-up double for Daniel Cabrera, and 3 hitters into this one. The Mariners lead 2-0.
Yeah, back-to-back doubles for Weimer and now Cabrera, and Hyannis still looking to record an out, but a great job yanking that ball down the right field line. The second ball that's gone down that line. So the Mariners, bringing their bats to Hyannis, have already equaled their run total from last night's game in just a couple of batters.
And again, the margin of victory for the Mariners generally very low, traditionally winning games by 1 to 2 runs, but starting to pile things on early here. That'll bring up Tyler Keenan, the big lefty. So it'll be a lefty on righty matchup here. Fastball will miss low and inside, and the count's a 1-0 here. 2 RBIs for Daniel Cabrera. Not a bad way for him to continue his start to the season here for the Harwich Mariners. Keenan made his debut just 1 day ago. Tyler Keenan made his debut earlier this week as he'll watch a fastball miss inside. And, of course, for Keenan, one of the big hits we'll all remember, the big home run out to left field against the Wareham Gatemen in a game that Harwich would eventually win due to fog conditions. Coming out to have a word with the starting pitcher. Got a coach out here for Hyannis. And clearly they're concerned about Fredrickson here early.
Yeah, looking to see if there's any movement going on in the Hyannis pen over on the left side. So far, nothing.
Yeah, it looks like somebody may be stretching, but certainly nobody throwing out there right now, so no action out there in the bullpen. Tyler Keenan, again, the big star out of Ole Miss. His team was bounced from the College World Series playoffs and now helping the Mariners here in their cause in 2019. Keenan won Freshman All-American honors in 2018. Was the SEC Freshman of the Week twice and Player of the Week.
Whoa.
And now we got an argument here between the
gone.
umpire, and it looks like they're going to toss Coach out of the game here. And Wow, that is early on here in this one.
I think he was arguing balls and strikes there. Oh wow, he is not happy about the strike call. As he's out there standing up for his pitcher to the umpires, but he's gotten himself tossed out of the game
And
here in
he'll
the first inning, and that's the problem with having such a tough start to the season. It can really wear your patience thin as a team, and that's what's happened here in the first inning.
How about that? So they are going to toss him. We're not even one out into this game. And he's already been tossed. Now the umpires will.
And he's still yelling from the dugout.
Goodness. Coming back onto the field to continue arguing this.
And the lineups here. This is incredible.
I have never seen anything like this before, at least not in a game that I've called. Not at the high school level, not at the college level. But finally, here at this level, I've seen it all. Chad Gassman is irate.
And he's gone as he's heading his way towards the parking lot.
So it'll be an early shower for Coach Gassman. He heads out. His afternoon is done, and all that to get back where we were. Tyler Keenan digging in with a 2-0 count here. Runner on second. Mariners lead at 2-0. Still nobody out here for Patrick Fredrickson.
Even Coach Englert over in the Harwich dugout's like, what in the world was that?
This one will miss low and inside. I've never seen an argument like that take that long. I mean, generally when a guy gets tossed, he goes, he collects his thing, and he leaves. But Gassman stayed out there for quite some time. And
now, is he eligible to return for the second
that's
half
what
of
I
this
don't.
doubleheader?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know because you're gonna have the same umpiring crews. This one will miss inside, and it's gonna be a walk here to Tyler Keenan. And if this start to this game doesn't just define the Hyannis season so far, I don't know what does.
Yeah, I don't know if he was trying to maybe light a fire under his team with that, but
a little inspiration maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. That'll bring up Nico Cavadas, one of the hottest hitters in the Harwich lineup. Came into the game just one night ago, hitting over 430, and a big opportunity here with runners at first and second, and nobody out. Fredrickson still trying to work through the trouble he's gotten himself into. First pitch he throws will miss low here. And it does feel like it's a bit of a smaller strike zone than usual. I've seen a couple really close pitches trying to paint the corners, but it's going to be consistent both ways.
yeah, I'm not sure if that outburst really did his pitcher Fredrickson any favors.
Big swing and a miss on that one by Nico Cavadas. And actually, Cavadas came in with just 4 hits a night ago, but an excellent performance, getting on base in all 4 of his at-bats, including 3 base hits to add to his total yesterday. So a big breakout game for Nico Cavadas last night, looking to extend that here in this one against Hyannis. Here's the kick, the 1-1. Big swing and a miss. Once again, a fastball low, and finally, Patrick Fredrickson able to get ahead of a hitter here. So Nico Cavadas has fallen behind.
Yeah, Cavadas out of the 6 hole had a heck of a night yesterday, reaching base in all 4 plate appearances, 3 hits and a walk.
So trying to keep the hot bat hot. Finally able to play back-to-back games here. The Mariners haven't done that in quite some time, and here he will lift one into left center field. Chasing it back is Hover, and it's going to be off the wall. That'll allow a runner to move up, and they're going to turn. They're going to hold him up. So it's going to be a base hit. The bases stay loaded.
Yeah, that was a little bit of a confusing situation for the runners. They weren't sure if that ball was going to get down.
So they have to hold up, and obviously, I mean, with Hover chasing it down out and left, they had to make sure that the ball dropped before they took off, and that's the big reason why Daniel Cabrera wasn't able to go more than one base.
Yeah, he really wasn't sure if that ball was going to get down, but it did. And so now it's going to be a bases-loaded opportunity for Cam Thompson.
Cam Thompson has been struggling a little bit this season, usually hitting towards the top of the order. Had a pretty hit a few days ago, though, and here he will hit a weak grounder to first base. They'll throw home, and that'll be the first out. They try to go down to first, and they're going to get the double play.
And so there are still 2 in scoring position, but with 2 away, Hyannis with an opportunity to get out of this inning before things really unravel.
And getting out of this inning with only 2 runs given up would be huge for the Harbor Hawks. As coming up now is Mike Ludwig. The first pitch he sees will be a strike, and it looks like Fredrickson starting to find his groove a little bit. That double play, a big confidence booster for him. Out of the stretch, runners in third. Here comes the 0-1, and that one's going to be taken near the middle. Plenty of time to make the play for Lofton. Throw to first, and it's going to be in time for out number 3. So Harwich is able to get their first 5 guys aboard, but can't score more than 2. We head on to the home half of the first. Hyannis trails at 2-0. When we come back, you're listening to Mariners Baseball.
Welcome back to Hyannis. The Mariners jump out to a 2-0 lead over the Harbor Hawks. And just want to remind you this broadcast is brought to you in part by Curry College. Learning at Curry College extends beyond the classroom and is embedded in all that they do. Curry prepares
Goodman, first baseman Brooks Carlson, right fielder Rigsby Mosley, catcher Adam Hackenberg, third baseman Jared DeSantolo, and center fielder Bryce Teodosio. Allen's first delivery from the big lefty is going to be in there for a strike, hitting him with the curveball here. Fastball, curveball change, pretty traditional out of Logan Allen, but the location is really what makes it the most deadly. And here for his with another off speed, looked like a changeup. To even the count at 1-1. And trying to get a couple runs. So that'll bring up the Arizona State product in Trevor Hauver, the big left fielder hitting from the left-hand side. So once again, it'll be lefty on lefty here. And Colin, kind of interesting that the Mariners were only able to get 2 on, considering or 2 in, I should say. They had the bases loaded with nobody out. So this one is in there for strike 1 and ended up leaving those 3 somewhere, some way.
And whether you want to read much into it or not, no managerial ejection.
Fair enough, as Allen will check the runner over to first in case you're just joining us. And